Welcome, dear listeners, to the fourth episode of the Kaleidoscope Show podcast. I'm your usual host, Mel, and I owe you this week an apology for being late. Unfortunately, I had some health issues, so we are a couple of days behind, and this episode is a bit shorter than usual. Hopefully, we will get back on track by next week. So let's get on with this. This week, we will look into how far exactly Timbuktu is, and why rabbits have long ears, and what was the Victorians' obsession with ferns. The phrase, as far as Timbuktu, is often used to describe a place that is incredibly distant, foreign, or even unreachable. But what is the background on why this expression has such a vivid meaning? Timbuktu, located in the present-day Mali, West Africa, on the southern edge of the Sahara Desert near the Niger River, it was a major center of trade, mainly for gold and salt and Islamic scholarships during the Middle Ages. It was known for its wealth, and as a hub for the exchange for goods, ideas, and culture, it was a major cultural and intellectual place throughout history, especially from the 14th to 16th centuries, becoming synonymous with the exotism and mystery of faraway places. For many in the Western world, it represented a far-off land that was difficult to access, thus enhancing its reputation as a place that is far away. Timbuktu was founded by Tuareg nomads. It grew into a wealthy trading post for trans-Saharan routes and a center for Islamic learning, boasting a university and numerous schools. During its golden age, it flourished under empires like the Mali Empire, including the King Mansa Musa, who will be one of our future podcasts, and Songhai, attracting scholars from across the Islamic world. It is home to significant earthen architecture, including the Dijun Guereber and Sankore mosques, I hope I pronounced them correctly, reflecting its deep Islamic heritage, which gained Timbuktu the status of UNESCO World Heritage Site, listed in danger since 2012 due to conflict, and an impoverished city that struggles with security, but through its historical importance, draws tourism and cultural focus. Unfortunately, due to military conflict in the area, the site has been hard to visit for the last 2 decades. So as of today, the figurative use is sadly true. When someone says, as far as Timbuktu, they are often emphasizing the vast distance of the idea that something is out of reach or beyond comprehension. In a sense, using Timbuktu in this way captures both the historical allure of the city and the human tendency to refer to distant places when discussing concepts of distance or inaccessibility. Isn't it fascinating how language evolves with history? You know what else they have a lot around Timbuktu? Rabbits. Specifically long-eared desert rabbits and hares live in the region and surrounding Saharan areas, often hunted for food. But they are also part of a local folklore. They even appear in a children's show, Timbuktu, which features a rabbit character, Sniff. So here comes my latest procrastination. Why rabbits have long ears? As it turns out, rabbits have long ears for several fascinating reasons. Besides, they make them look incredibly cute. The long ears help them with enhanced hearing to detect sounds from various directions. Rabbits can move each ear independently up to 270 degrees, like radars, allowing them to pinpoint the source of a sound, which is crucial for spotting predators. By being able to hear sounds from far, far away, rabbits can react quickly to potential threats and increasing their chances of survival. The large surface area of the ears also help rabbits to regulate their body temperature. Bloody vessels in the ears can release heat, acting as natural radiators to release body heat throughout their extensive blood vessels, helping them to stay cool in warm climates, a vital adaptation from their Mediterranean origins. They also help them to stay warm in cold climates because the blood vessels can constrict as well. Ears also play a role in social interactions among rabbits and in their communication. They can express emotions and intentions through their ear movements, signaling to other rabbits whether they are relaxed, alert, or threatened. They signal their moods through their ears. Isn't that cool how nature equips animals with such unique adaptations? Have you ever heard of pteridomania? What a fascinating topic. This term refers to the Victorian craze for ferns, also known as fern fever. It was a significant cultural phenomenon in Britain during the mid 19th century, particularly from the 1840s to the 1890s. The cultural impact was significant. Fern became a symbol of the era, influencing various decorative arts. They appeared in pottery, glassware, textiles, jewelry, wallpaper, buildings, roads, and villas were named after ferns. Many Victorians took to collecting ferns, leading to a surge in the popularity of gardening and botany. This was a time when people were eager to explore the natural world. And to collect ferns, you needed a fernery, often a glass house where the ferns could be cultivated and displayed. Several ferneries popped up all over England in the early 1814s. The ferneries strategically placed boulders and large rocks to create a cool, moist root run, whilst the surrounding trees and shrubs gives shade and protection to the ferns. And if you were so into ferns, Devon was the go-to place for fern enthusiasts, as the country was England's most important source of newly discovered varieties of native ferns. Victorian ferneries were designed to be spooky, grotesque, very gothic design, like the one in Beacon. Certainly has an ancient atmosphere, an appropriate setting for ferns which were already populating the earth even before any dinosaurs existed. If you couldn't afford a fernery and wanted to collect ferns, then a fern album full of dried ferns leaves was the easiest way. Many fashionable homes boasted a Wardian case, a glass case similar to a terrarium. This was used to display a collection of ferns. The Wardian case was invented in 1829 by Nathaniel Boxall Ward. His invention of the sealed glass case allowed ferns and exotic plants to thrive in polluted Victorian cities, making cultivation possible. There were plenty of books around the topic, and eager fern hunters could use them to identify the terms of the ferns. It became a whole social movement. It was a great activity to meet people, and plenty of romantic opportunities for young couples to meet in an informal setting. The fascination of ferns also found its way to literature and art, with many poets and artists drawing inspiration from these delicate plants. The period saw a rise of botanical studies, with many enthusiasts eager to learn more about the various species of ferns. Darwin's work and the discovery of fossil ferns sparked interest in natural history. The fern fever lasted for approximately 50 years. The craze led to rampant, indiscriminate picking, causing the near extinction of some of the species in areas like Kent and Devon. At its peak, pterodomania permeated every corner of Victorian life, showcasing a unique blend of nature appreciation and artistic expression. Isn't it amazing how a simple plant could inspire such a widespread movement? And if you live in the UK and look at the custard cream biscuit, you can still see on the fern pattern as a homage to the fern fever. So thank you for dear listeners to listening this week's episode of the Kaleidoscope Show podcast. I do apologize again that it was delayed and it's shorter than usual. But hopefully next week for the Christmas episode gonna be a much longer episode. Please like, subscribe and follow us all the social media platforms. And make sure to contact us if you have any suggestion for any topic or just want to say hi. Please contact us at thekaleidoscopeshow@gmail.com. Thank you and take care until next week. Bye.